Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this quick video. It's much faster than just trying to explain you. There is already long text on the website, so I just wanted to give you a quick video. Welcome. So it's People Attraction Theory. It's an online talent sourcing training. Therefore, it is really talking everything about direct approach for recruitment and converting people into candidates, which means identify, contact, and engage people for recruitment purposes. We're not going to talk about interviews or anything like this. This comes after. This is recruitment. This is not something we are going to touch. Sorry if you were expecting this. That's not the point. Here, we're purely focused on sourcing. And so focused, it's already talking about 514 different slides. So it's 14 hours of me pretty much in small talking in front of a very big PowerPoint, and also screen mirroring my LinkedIn and everything we're doing, okay? Plus on top, you've got access to a 50-page playbook with all the links and all the tools that we see. And you also have access for 1 year to a Discord server. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's just like a Slack, okay? It's, let's say, a big WhatsApp, okay? So we can all talk, you can ask your questions to me, of course, but to all the people who are on this platform. To know a bit more about what we're going to talk about inside, if you click on the link underneath, you will see the full program once you're in the platform. But we are going to talk about two sides, the data brain and the engagement brain. The data brain is all about identifying data, okay? Before we do that, it's even what is an attraction theory, okay? An attraction strategy. What should your attraction strategy be, okay? Sourcing being just the outbound side of the attraction, all right? Once you know that you need to source, how to take a proper intake meeting, okay? So how to do an intake meeting, how to know what you are actually going to source. Based on this, how to also interact with hiring managers. And also, now that you know what you have to source, always start from the easiest things to the most complex things, okay? Because we want to save as much time and make things as scalable as possible. So this starts with, of course, everything that is Boolean. That's going to help you to go into your ATSs and your job and your CV databases. But based on this, then we can go much deeper, which is far more interesting for me, which is all the advanced Google to go on the open web to find any personal websites on the web, but also understanding the structure of data. Once you understand the structure, you can go to, for those of you who do IT, GitHub, Stack Overflow, all the Facebook, all the Twitter, wherever, okay, ResearchGate if you do PhDs. Once you know how to do this, we can go down to what I call behavioral sourcing. Behavioral sourcing being how to identify people through their behavior and not through the keywords. Therefore, that means identifying massive amounts of data online, okay? And that's going to involve scraping. Therefore, how to do some data scraping and how to enrich that data fast in order to rebound from a list of names to getting ideally their LinkedIn profiles, but otherwise other type of profiles, okay? You've got access to all this for a year because you can understand that it is quite a broad thing to learn. And for those of you who might have less experience, it's going to take a while to get there, all right? There is never any elevator to success in sourcing. You're going to have to take the stairs. So it's not just you look at 14 hours and you're done, all right? It's a lot of work behind. And therefore, yes, it's open to juniors, but it's also definitely open for the people who are more advanced, because that's a way to structure their minds and to really gain efficiency in the way they work on a daily basis. This training, big massive warning, is only open to the people who are carrying their employer brand. Therefore, anybody who from the first outreach message mentions the company they're hiring for is allowed to take that training. If you are not, which is like you're not able or you haven't got the right to say the company you're hiring for, this training is not open to you, okay? Please do not join. If you do, try to sneak in, you won't get reimbursed, your license will be revoked, and all the money you give will be given to charity. Okay? Sorry to be harsh, but I'm doing this in the interest of candidates and interest of the market, because if you carry a brand, some of the tools we are going to see are super powerful. Therefore, you could contact massive amount of people. And if you contact massive amount of people in a bad way, then that would be detrimental to the market. I don't want that to happen. All right. I always focus on candidates first, and so should you. Therefore, if you are carrying your brand, you cannot do silly stuff. All right. That way, that's why it's closed and open only to people who are carrying their brand. Therefore, if you are internal, if you're an RPO and you're contacting and you've got the right to say the company that you're working for, it's okay. If you're working in an IT company and you hire people for permanent jobs for you, even if they go on site at clients, then they're delegated on the IT side of things. You contact them, as long as you contact them with your employer brand, it's okay. And it's all just for recruitments that are permanent recruitments. No temp freelancers or anything. We're not touching this. We're talking about identifying people for permanent jobs. Okay. Next question will be, do you need a recruiter license, a LinkedIn recruiter license for it? Statistically, a massive amount of people who are anyway allowed to take that training will have one, all right? And there is a massive part around what I call LinkedIn Recruiter Next Level, which is how to use LinkedIn Recruiter in a clever way, using all the little functionalities here and there. That's going to help you to maximize your impact. So you can join if you don't have one, but of course you're going to get more benefits of it if you have a license instead of not having a license. Some of the information would work if you've got a sales navigator or anything, but it's more done for the people with LinkedIn Recruiter. Okay. If some of you are listening from France, first of all, you've got the French content, so feel free to check the French content. But I'm sorry, all the French things around paying for your trainings with the OPCO, CPF and everything, nothing's available because that's a Swiss company. And the form they wanted to force me to take, it's not about what is said, it's how it's said, and I didn't agree with it, so I decided not to do it. On the price, of course, so the price is 1,800 euros per person. The licenses are not transferable. You've got access for 1 year, okay? The VAT applies for all the companies that are in Switzerland only, because this is a Swiss company. So for Swiss people, depending on the change, but on the exchange rate, but we're talking just slightly above 2,000 Swiss francs, but really in the neighborhood of 2K, okay? If you've got a team of more than 5 people to train, of course, feel free to contact me for a small discount. If you need some references for it, you've got a few names underneath, but I've trained the whole Microsoft EMEA teams, Zalando, Aircall, 360 Learning, Open Classrooms, Fair, Zenica. Of course, quite a lot of French-speaking companies, but also very international groups, and that doesn't just apply for Europe. What I'm saying, it works worldwide. Then, of course, it's slightly more focused on what I've done in the past, therefore more European roles. But feel free to take it. I hope to see you inside. Thanks very much for taking those 8 minutes to look at me. It was a pleasure. And if you've got questions, feel free to drop me a line in the contact box. Otherwise, ideally, see you inside. Have a good day. Bye-bye.